Hi, folks. So, welcome to English 1102 in the summer of 2025. We are going to be starting off, today is May 21st. So, we're going to be starting off today. The first announcement that is posted here on the homepage gives you most of the introduction information. So, I'm going to let you read that for yourself. But the content there that is in blue is linked content. So all of that stuff that is linked here. So the Start Here tab, the syllabus and schedule, the About Your Instructor section, all of those linked pieces in the original announcement will be will take you to other sections of our Brightspace page that will kind of explain what the class is about, the reading and assignment schedule, the introductory content, and how the class is going to work. Notice that there's also an introduction discussion board post that requires you to introduce yourself. A handful of you have already done that, so that's awesome. If you haven't, please go ahead and do that by the 23rd at midnight. Most of our due dates are going to be that way. And I'll go over the assignment schedule a little bit more detail in a second. But this is our homepage. So here you will have the banner at the top, and then the most recent announcement that I posted will be posted right underneath that. Obviously, the only announcement we have so far is the welcome announcement. But here is where I will post updates about the class. Any videos that I've posted will be posted there, updating you on reminders or anything like that. That will be posted in announcements. I'll also try to contact you through your MGA email addresses. Mostly because if I try to contact you through two means of contact, then at least you will probably get to see one of those to be reminded of something, especially if it's an important reminder or something that's being changed, like a due date being changed or pushed back. Hopefully those things won't happen, but we never know. So I'm going to show you a little bit about how the Brightspace page works, what it looks like, and how the assignment schedule is going to play out for us. So if you go up to the top toolbar here and click content, that is where you will see all of the course content for us. And over on the left, if you go to the table of contents, it gives you on the side here all of the individual modules for the semester. Now, there are some hidden here. Obviously, you see drama and poetry and research down here at the bottom that are hidden from view for you. Those will open up as we move into those units. And I will open them a little early so that if you are ahead of your fellow classmates and you want to get some work done a little early, I'll let you get some work done a little early and open those early for you. But the syllabus and schedule is here. The syllabus can be found there. Please read it thoroughly, read every word of it. I'm sure you've heard this before, but a syllabus is kind of like a contract between you and I, which means that anything that is put in a syllabus is the means for success for you as a student in the class. So make sure that you are reading it closely. You know the policies for the class. You know the expectations for the assignments, for the attendance policy, the late policy, things like that, and make sure you're familiar with it. The second source here is the reading and assignment schedule, and we're going to go over that now. Here you'll see the reading and assignment schedule is broken up into 5 parts. We have the introduction, which is in week 1, and that is what we're in right now, and it will end at the end of this week. Then the fiction unit is weeks 2 and 3. The drama unit is weeks 4 and 5. The poetry unit is weeks 6 and 7. And then finally, the research unit is weeks 8 and 9. And then our final exam week as well. That kind of technically doesn't count as a week, but it kind of does. And you'll notice that we are trying to cram a whole semester's worth of work, which is typically 16 weeks worth of work, into about 8 or 9 weeks. So we're kind of doing double time on the work that we're doing. That means that the workload is going to be a little more intensive than a typical semester. You're going to be expected to stay on top of your required work. Your time management skills are going to be put to the test. Get any work done early that you can, and make sure that you are super aware of the due dates and all the expected assignments and homework that are coming up so that you can succeed in your coursework and fulfill those expectations. That's why I have given you all of these due dates ahead of time. I do not see these due dates changing. I have already put them into the system on Brightspace. And so they are already on the calendar as well. So you can lean on the calendar for help with that, but make sure you are also consulting the reading and assignment schedule so that you know what to expect coming up. So for example, at the end of this week, after you have turned in the Start Here content, including the entry quiz, the introduction discussion, and the sample assignment submission that's due on the 23rd at midnight, next week we will start the fiction unit, and that will have some readings, a quiz, a discussion board post, some replies, and then at the end of that unit, we will turn in our fiction essay on the 6th of June. So the turnaround time is going to be pretty quick. It's nothing you can't handle, I'm sure. But if you have concerns, you fall behind, you need to let me know that as soon as possible, because it's really crucial that you stay on task and stay on schedule. Okay, another thing that I wanted to show you in the Start Here tab, open it up. There are some really useful resources here. Obviously go through all of this. This is required of you, but in the About Your Instructor section is where you can learn about me. I'm not gonna read all of this to you, but it gives you some information about me. There's me, that's what I look like if you've never seen me. My name is Cassie Outler. You can call me Cassie, that's fine. Miss Cassie, Professor Outler, Professor Cassie, any of that's fine. I'm fine with just Cassie though. I am originally from Vidalia, Georgia. So if you know like the onions, that's us. And then I went to college for my undergrad in Mercer. So if you are in the Macon or Middle Georgia area, you likely know Mercer University. That's where I went to my undergraduate degree for creative writing. I then took a year off, and after that went to get my master's degree in literature with a specialization in Southern literature at the University of Louisiana in Lafayette. So those are my like credentials, I guess. I am working currently in the English department in Macon and Cochrane. I work on both campuses because I am the coordinator for the Writing Center on the Cochrane campus. So if you're on either campus and you want to come see me, please do. I'd love to see you. My specialization is in Southern Studies and Literature. So if those are some things that you're interested in, we are going to be reading some Southern Studies in this fiction unit coming up. So that'll be fun. But I love hearing about people's favorite books and movies, and I think I've incorporated that into your introduction discussion board also. So please tell me about your favorite book or movie or TV show. I also have 2 rescue dogs named Cognac and Jelly Bean, so you can also include pictures of your pets if you'd like. I would love to see your pets. And finally, at the end, it says, I always strive to host an online class that we can all, where we can all tolerate each other's opinions, even if we disagree, and where we can treat one another respectfully and courteously. Since a great deal of work in the class will involve online discussion, it's important to remember that how we express ourselves and where communication is important, especially in terms of tone. Please strive for a professional tone in your responses to the ideas of others in class, and I will do the same. So that's a big and important thing to remember when you are communicating with your classmates and with me. Maintain professional tone and be kind to one another, because it's really hard to convey tone sometimes when you are communicating through text alone, and it can always come off as probably a bit more aggressive or abrasive than it needs to when you are, a lot of times when you're disagreeing more often than not, right? So always be kind and courteous to your fellow classmates, and the kinder the better. I think that is everything from the introduction section. If you have any questions about the class or if there's anything I'm missing in this video, I will let you know. I'll send you an email or something, but my email address is at the bottom of this announcement, cassie.outler@mga.edu. I've already sent you an introduction email as well, so please do not hesitate to reach out if you have any questions or concerns, and I can't wait to start the semester with y'all. Have a great time.